Right, what is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Now, today's video is going to be me going through my League One predictions. Now, I will tell you guys this now. I have not got the best knowledge of League One. Just because I'm a Sunderland fan. This is only the third ever season in League One, and so I'm not so sure on the players at this level, etc., etc. So if I do have a team which you think either deserve to be higher or lower, then please do let me know in the comments down below, instead of just like maybe adding all like yelling at us about or something like that. I'm not so sure. But yeah, if you guys do want to leave your predictions down below, then that feel free. And without further ado, let's get into this. I will be going through each team one by one, starting at 24th and going all the way up to 1st. Now in 24th we have Bury. Now Bury, I think it's pretty obvious that Bury are one or two teams that will probably be getting relegated into League 2 next season. Bury, they are starting on a minus 12 points deduction, and they have basically lost most of their players. They've had to cancel a couple of pre-season friendlies against clubs. The starting 11 is full of one of the friendlies was full of trialists. So yeah, Bury are not looking very good right now, and they are the current favourites to be relegated, along with another team, which I'm pretty sure you guys will know who. And yeah, Bury, that club's absolute mess at the minute, and I do feel for Bury, and I do hope that they manage to pull through in the end. Now 23rd, a team who's in a similar place to Bury, and that is Bolton. Now it's pretty weird to that up, obviously, because Bolton, they've just come down from the Championship, but like Bury, they're in a minus 12 points deduction, and something Bury, they only have, but I think unlike Bury, Bolton actually only have one first-team player in the ranks, and that is Jason Lowe. Apart from that, Bolton, they haven't got any senior players in the whole team, and like Bury, they do have a minus 12 points deduction right at the minute, which they will have to catch up on, and it's just looking, and Bolton looking just like an absolute mess as well. So I think Bolton and Bury, they will prop up the bottom of the league. And that's how I think that these two teams are actually currently there as of right now, obviously because of alphabetical order and points. So I think these two will probably stay there come the end of the season. And now in 22nd, I do have AFC Wimbledon. Now Wimbledon, it's tough about Wimbledon. I do actually follow a couple of their fan pages on Instagram, and so Wimbledon probably the best team I've got knowledge about, obviously apart from the top maybe 5 or 6. Now Wimbledon haven't signed that top caliber players. They have signed a couple of loan players from the Premier League, which could see working out. But apart from that, their squad is not the strongest. They were lucky to avoid relegation last season. I think then Plymouth look absolutely screwed. Plymouth obviously did go down in the end, but I think Wimbledon looked like they were screwed. They pulled off the Great Escape. Did still, I think this year will be the end of their look. I think they will take the plunge into League 2, which is unfortunate because obviously I think everyone loves Wimbledon, don't they? They're just a really good club, and I hope that they do manage to stay up. And the last team to be running up the bottom 4 is Wickham. Now a lot of people think that Wickham will actually have quite a good season, but I don't think they signed anyone that good. I had a brief look at their transfers a couple of days ago. I don't really remember who they brought in. I have a decent squad. They did well last year, survived quite comfortably, but I think they will be taking the plunge in the League 2 this year. Again, don't quote me on that, but that's just my honest opinion. Now, these will be the next couple of teams who survived, but will be finishing in the bottom half. I think the team who will finish 20th will be Southend. Now, Southend finished 20th last season in League 1, beating Sunderland on the last day to stay up. And they, if anything, they've actually lost I think they've lost quite a few key players. I've brought in some players as well, but I think they will do just enough to survive. 19th, we have got Gillingham. Now, back to us about a fan page who are doing their League One predictions. They've done basically everyone apart from the top 14. Gillingham haven't been said yet. Now I'm pretty sure the owner of that fan page will probably be getting quite annoyed at me because I voted Gillingham to finish in that position from 19th onwards, and they haven't been said yet. I don't know why. Gillingham, they've lost Tom Eaves to Hull, which I think will be a huge blow at them, considering that with Eaves, that's probably the reason why they're actually staying afloat in League 1. This year they've lost him, haven't really brought any massive in. And that's why I think that they will struggle a lot more this season. I think they will just survive, finishing in 19th. In 18th we have Rochdale. I mean, the thing is with Rochdale, they're nice. The little club in Manchester haven't really broken into League One just yet. They've got an average team, but I mean, I think compared to how the teams above them have actually invested, I think that they will struggle. I think they will be in the relegation battle, but I think they will do alright in the end. 17th we have the second of the new promoted sides. Forgot about Bury. We do have Tranmere. Now I think Tranmere, obviously, 2 years ago they were playing in the non-league in the National League, and they've done back-to-back promotions. I think Tranmere will do alright, you know. They've played most of football in the, I think in the 2010, I think late 2000s, early 2010s, they were playing a lot of football in League One, so they are basically accustomed to this league, and I think they'll do alright. Again, I don't really know too much about them as a whole, but I tell you what, if we do get a chance, I think hopefully might go to Tranmere away next season. I might not, but you never know. Tranmere 17th again. I think they've managed to keep most of their squad from last season, and they have made a couple of more additions as well. So I think Tranmere will come 17th. In 16th we do have Bristol Rovers. Again, a team I think a lot of people do expect to become a lot higher. They still have Clark Harris, which I think will be massive for them going into the season. Obviously, he was up there in terms of the top goal scorers. But I do believe they have lost Lockyer, Tom Lockyer. I think he's gone to Charlton. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Lockyer has moved away to another club, and he was a massive key player in the Bristol Rovers defence. And I think they will be missing him a lot. Hence why I think they will be finishing in 16th. 15th we've got Accrington Stanley, a team who I actually said we finished bottom last season. But this year, I think they will have a pretty solid season like the last year. They did survive quite comfortably in the end. Obviously, if you're a League One fan, then you will know that half of the table were involved in the relegation battle last year. Obviously, Accrington being one of them. And yeah, I think Accrington are a pretty stable team. They haven't lost any key players. I don't think they've really added many key players. They do have a pretty similar squad, and I think that they will be doing very well next season. 14th we have the MK Dons, who I think out of the four promoted clubs, obviously apart from the other one who I mentioned, I think they have invested quite well. They were obviously, I think people seem to forget that they were actually in the Championship like 3 years ago. They were relegated into League One. MK Dons. I think last year last year was a good year for them in League Two. You know, just to get the club stabilised again. I think coming up, I think they will have a very solid season in League One this year. I don't think that they'll really trouble the relegation places or the top six. I think they will have a nice, comfortable season. MK Dons. I put them in 14th. 13th we've got Oxford United. Now I think from 15th to about 11th was probably where I struggled to put the teams, just because I don't know. Well, this was the last place in the table where I was looking for the teams transfers and stuff like that pre-season. I've got Oxford in 13th. I think last year Oxford had a pretty good end to the season last year. I think they were looking like they will be maybe tucked in a relegation battle, but they did alright in the end. Didn't really look to be down that much, and I think that they will have another solid season this year. I think their January transfer last year definitely helped them. I think this year they will be having another solid season. In 12th place we do have Shrewsbury. Now then, Shrewsbury Town, where do we begin with them? Playoff finalists in 2018, end up in a relegation battle last year, but I think this year they have made some pretty interesting signings. But I think their squad overall is just better than the teams below them. Maybe not with Oxford or the MK Dons. I think Shrewsbury have a decent squad. I think they will have a comfortable season. Like I said, again referring to what I said earlier, please don't quote me on my predictions. And obviously because I'm not the biggest league on knowledge. 11th we have Burton Albion. Now this one could be quite controversial. I think Burton, again obviously I think they were relegated from the Championship 2018. Last year had a horrific start and then ended up finishing I think 10th last year. It's Burton. I think Burton is just a very average League One team. I don't think that they will be pushing for promotion this year. I remember saying I thought Burton would actually get promoted last year, but they didn't, and I think they will be having another mid-table season. But I think it will be less drastic than last year. Obviously they had that horrid start to the season. 10th we do have Fleetwood Town. I think Joey Barnes actually done quite well there. they finished in around mid-table last year. I think they finished quite similar. And Bolton, I think if Bolton keeps, I think if he keeps out of mystery this year, Fleetwood could be a potential dark horse to be pushing for the playoffs. Then again, their squad is not compared to top 7, top 8. Their squad is not as good as what it could be. So I think Fleetwood will finish a solid 10th, but I think Fleetwood could be a team on the up should Bolton continue to do well over there. 9th place we do have Coventry. I think everyone knows the story about Coventry City. They've lost the stadium. They will be playing at St Andrews Stadium, Birmingham next season. And they have lost a couple of their key players. Most of them to Sunderland actually. Lee Burton Jordan must have been 2 of them. I think Coventry as well, and Connor Chapman has gone as well. But still, Coventry, they have a very good core of players. Obviously Coventry absolute mess behind the scenes. But I think in terms of the actual team, they do have a very good team, and I think they will be. I think they will, again. I think they will be dark horses. Now I think from everyone from 10th above, I think from 10th to 6th, all dark horses to get the playoffs. And 8th place we have Lincoln. Now Lincoln, I'm pretty sure a lot of people think that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will probably agree with me, thinking that Lincoln actually have quite a good squad now. And out of the 4 promoted clubs, they have invested quite heavily, and I think their squad's actually quite good. Now, obviously, in terms of I think the bookies actually think that they might do a Luton and maybe get back for promotion. But I don't think Lincoln are ready for the playoffs just yet. Next year, I think after the season's upcoming season finished, I think Lincoln will be up there in terms of promotion. They are definitely a team on the up. Like Fleetwood, I think Lincoln will enjoy. I think Lincoln will enjoy themselves next season. And yeah, I think like before, I think they could be dark horses for the playoffs. Now 7th place, it was a toss-up between this team and 6th place, but I got for Doncaster. Obviously were in the playoffs last season, and they were unlucky to get knocked out by Charlton in the playoffs semi-final. I remember watching it. It was really. I was being a Sunderland fan. Found out who we would be playing in the final. I was on the edge of my seat. It was a really, really good, entertaining second leg. Doncaster. As I said, this was a toss-up between them and a team who I think would finish 6th. Doncaster, I think they probably have one. I think, in my opinion, they have the best manager in the league, Darren Moore. What an appointment that is from Doncaster. In terms of signings, they still have Marquis. Obviously, as I'm recording this, he has been linked with a move to Sunderland quite heavily, but it looks like that's just all hoax. The time Reece James from Sunderland, but apart from that, that's all the massive business they have. I think they have got copying it for another year, but I think he is getting on the bit. But I don't know why. He's 35. He's still doing the business with Doncaster, which is probably their saving grace. Now that is the these are the 4 teams I think will be in playoffs this season. And in 6th place we have Blackpool. Bit of interesting one, Blackpool. Like I said, I think from these down to Fleetwood and 10th, these are all dark horses to get that 6th spot for Blackpool. I'll tell you what, under their new ownership, they definitely look like dark horses to actually get that 6th place spot. I think they could do it. Their squad is actually quite good. Like some people don't actually realise, but obviously because I think more people, when you think of Blackpool, you think more the city itself. And obviously, unfortunately, the problems that they did have with the Oysters behind the scenes. But actually, Blackpool have actually got a pretty decent team for League One, and I think they will. Whether or not they will finish 6th, I'm thinking Doncaster probably will be better off than 6th. But again, I think it's anyone's position. I think Blackpool will get that 6th spot. On 5th place, I do have my boys Sunderland. I think will come 5th at the moment. What do we start for me here? So I don't know the start with too much with Sunderland at the minute. Signings, we have been quite slow with signings so far. We've brought in 3 players: Conor McLaughlin, Lee Burton, John Willis. Apparently, Mark McNulty or Tyler Walker is supposed to be joining in the next 24 hours. But Sunderland, we haven't really done much actually in the transfer window. We have lost Reece James, as I already mentioned. We have lost with Deadwood. Maybe you could say. Apart from that, we haven't really made that many additions to the team, and obviously we did finish 5th last season. I think this year will be another playoff struggle because I think the 4 teams above us have all strengthened drastically. And I think we will be having another playoff finish this year. Hopefully not. But 4th place we do have Peterborough. Now Peterborough, start of last season, they had an absolutely fantastic start. They won the first 5 games. I think obviously apart from Portsmouth, Sunderland, Peterborough were one of the favourites to get promoted, but didn't even make top 6 in the end. But this year, I think there is going to be less competition for the top 2 this year. But I think Peterborough, I think they will do a lot better this year. I think last year, I think they were unlucky to miss out on playoffs in the end. But I think this year they will be looking to make a mark, you could say, try and get into that top 2. I think that squad is actually very underrated. I think they do have a very good squad, and it will be interesting to see where they do come at the end of the season. They sold Marcus Maddison, obviously heavily linked with a move to Sunderland, and to start the window. But I think it looks like he will be staying put at Peterborough. Third place absolutely kills me to put them in this position, but third place I do have Portsmouth. I mean, again, this is quite controversial. I mean, Portsmouth, they did get knocked out in the playoff by Sunderland last season. Yes, even though that led to nothing in the end. But Portsmouth, I mean, they have lost Matt Clark, which I think is a huge loss at the back. Jamal Lowe also looks like he would be leaving as well. Looks like he'll be going to Wickham. Bit of a surprise move there from Jamal Lowe. Portsmouth, I think aside that Portsmouth have a very, very good squad. I think had they not had their blip in January last year, I think they probably would have gone up because their squad's actually pretty good. But as much as it kills me as a Sunderland fan to say that, Portsmouth actually do have a relatively good team, and I think they will finish in the playoffs. Now I'm pretty sure you guys know by now who my top 2 is. I'm going to announce both at the same time. It is Rotherham and Ipswich. I think them 2 will finish in the top 2. I will be going with Ipswich first. Ipswich, I know last season they finished off quite poorly, but they have strengthened massively. They haven't really lost many. They haven't really lost anyone. I know Jonas Knudsen has left to go to I think it's Sweden. I think it's Denmark, one of them 2 countries. But for that, they haven't really lost any players, and they have strengthened. I know they have signed. I think it's James Norwood from Tranmere, so that'll be a good addition there. And yeah, Paul Lambert. I know he hasn't the best of seasons of late. But I think this year will be a good chance for him to reinvent himself and get Ipswich back into the Championship. And I have Rotherham to finish as champions. Just Rotherham have a very good side. They narrowly got relegated last year. They nearly survived. And again, like Ipswich haven't really lost many players, and I've only strengthened in key areas. So I think Ladapo from Plymouth is one of their key signings. I think Rotherham will win League One this year. So that, guys, is my prediction for League One this year. That's the fantasy, as you guys can see there. Yes, I did use Microsoft Excel to make this thing. Don't judge me. It's just that I am not very I don't know what's the word you could say. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, I'm not obviously the best with like massive edit and stuff like that. So guys, that is my League One predictions for this show. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. As I said before, feel free to hit feel free to leave your predictions in the comments below. And yeah, cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time for my Premier League predictions, which will probably be out next week. So cheers for watching, guys, and see you next time. Peace.